Yeah, this man was on acid at some point.
Bro, it's like he's realizing he's an anime.
Yeah, this is what an ego death feels like. People are funny, man.
With funny things and B-stars.
We saw a rabbit give a wolf a blowjob.
Well, okay.
Pretty much, right? We're getting there.
Okay. Marquette, is that you laughing?
That's you laughing. I am literally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually dying watching this show. Hey! We are the Normies, and we are here to get our lives ruined watching Genesis Evangelion episode 26.
We're here to sort of finish it, but not really.
The beast that shouted, "I!" at the heart of the world.
Yeah, that was accurate.
Beast that shouted.
Well done.
Who can relate? Woo!
Woo!
All right, I'm Chris.
I am...
I'm Spidey.
I am Mickey.
I think for Marquette's name, Hunter just put audible fart sound. What's the point in discussing? Dead serious. Can we?
Yeah, no, let's just go.
Okay.
What did you forget to mention?
I think it's a Japanese philosophy, but there's some philosophy where it's like basically like everybody has three faces. There's one face that you show to the world, one face that you show to your family or friends, and then one face that you show to yourself.
It watches everything.
You know, and there's something, I don't know, it's something like that. And I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of
Mike Shinoda says that in the
identity.
Linkin Park verse. You got the face that you hold inside, face to the face on the side, face to the face on the side.
Yeah, sure.
It watches everything. I want to tell him to sing. It's like hurricane is. It's paper cuts, I think. Yeah, I think it's paper cuts. All right, well.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We're gonna watch now. We're gonna listen to this intro one last time. Let it make you happy, because the episode's going to make you sad.
Or
Orifice.
I can't do this anymore.
Caddy,
it's
I will
gonna
love
be
you forever.
it's gonna be
You're
a
fine.
crazy cliffhanger. It's gonna be just sudden.
They're gonna be like, haha, he was really sleeping.
Shinji was all of
Shinji,
them.
yeah.
This was all a dream.
Shinji's Adam.
Shinji was everybody.
The whole time.
No, Shinji's God.
That's what it is. Akari's not even
Blue
real.
wind.
Yeah,
knocks on your door.
Where did Adam and Lilith come from? Who's the devil?
Just gaze
You just
back
gaze
at me and smile
so gently. Sorry,
so
we're singing the lyrics.
gently.
Okay. You
So
touch the cruel angels. This is the cruel angels. This become a legend. Nailed it. Why does your hand smell like that?
Whoa, okay, holy shit. Fuck.
She's like, I gotta
Fuck
stop
you.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's just mean, man. Come on, dude. We might have to like hit pauses on that one, dude.
No, for this last one, we absolutely.
I'm sorry, we're
The
gonna
year
have to.
2006 AD.
Yeah,
2016.
AD.
2016
Okay,
AD.
okay.
The instrumentality of that
what?
people had lost, that is of the heart, was underway.
Okay.
The instrumentality of what people had lost, that is of the heart, was underway. Okay.
It's,
However, it would take far too long to depict all such events.
Don't you dare.
the one thing led to another.
We will therefore focus on the instrumentality of the heart belonging to the boy Shinji Ikari.
Okay, we're all gonna focus on Shinji this episode.
One thing led to another.
Case of Shinji Ikari.
They're like, there's a lot of
Terror.
fuckery. We're not gonna get
Terror.
into it. Here's Shinji's life.
Yeah.
Oh god, he's gooping again.
Because no one wants me. I don't matter to anyone, and I never have.
You're terrified of having people hate you, aren't you? You're scared to look at the weakness inside you.
You're no different than I am, Miss Misada.
Uh-oh.
We all share these thoughts and feelings.
And we're terrified of it. We're anxious.
And that is why we are all trying to meld into one.
That is the Instrumentality Project.
People cannot live on their own.
Even though in the end, they are alone. That's why we want to embrace each other's hearts and bodies.
That is why we must complete one another through instrumentality. Because we will
unity.
survive.
He was also going for the infinite Tsukiyomi.
Why are you happy to be alive?
I don't know.
Of course I'm happy.
I only want to do things that are fun.
What the fuck? Why is that blurred?
It's
It
like
was
16
hand
bit.
sex.
What's wrong with running away from hurt and pain?
It's painful to run away. Even though it's pain you are running away from?
It's okay to run away if it's painful.
I don't want to run away anymore.
Then you gotta face it.
And if I run away, no one will talk to me again. Please, don't abandon me.
Maybe that's why he's so quick to obey others.
You think you're the only one with issues?
It's easier for you if you think this way.
Shut up! That has nothing to do with this!
The fuck?
Once again, you're casting aside your self-worth.
And there you go again, assuming you're worthless.
You're hoping you won't hurt anyone if you think like that and don't do anything.
You rely on
What
others
are
for praise and
these?
approval.
It's real.
Yeah.
Pen.
You're wrong. I am worthless.
That's why I pilot the Eva.
Before I became an Eva pilot, I was a nobody.
Feels like they're brainwashed.
I'll stay here if I remain an Eva pilot.
I have nothing else.
I don't have that.
I hate you! I hate you so much I could die!
Oh man, I absolutely hate your guts. I really don't like you. I really don't. I do hate you. Jeez, I hate you.
I can't stand you and despise you.
I don't.
You all got together for this one voicemail?
Just to make someone feel
Just
awful.
like, just single file.
I'm sure that's what they think inside.
That's just what you think of.
This is, yeah, this is what mental health feels like on the inside.
They show their gratitude for me when I pilot the Eva.
These real photos make me uncomfortable, and I don't know why.
All right.
People praise me.
But who you really are will fade away and disappear.
Good! There was nothing special about me before. Even when I learned the cello, that didn't mean anything.
Hey, man, that's a skill.
But now, I can pilot the Eva.
Cello's pretty tough.
Who's the Eva?
Being a pilot is all there is to me.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
Life fading away. I hope for that.
Blue skies. Something I'm not used to.
I hate everyone! I hate them! Don't hate me!
Is it okay if I'm next to you?
Do you want to go be with your mother?
You don't want to feel happiness?
I want to have value. They'll take care of me.
Someone help these kids.
Something you have to discover all on your own. Your self-worth.
I'm not worthy enough to continue living. Tell me, what are you?
What the hell am I?
Why is part of his DNA redacted?
Because, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like,
This is everything that represents me.
it's
The fake me.
You are you. However, there is a distinction between you and what it means to be you.
My clothes. My shoes. But who am I?
Bruh.
Where am I? What am I?
Yeah, this man was on acid at some point.
bro, it's like he's realizing he's an anime.
Yeah, this is what an ego death feels like.
The only person that can understand you, that can heal you,
Is
in
you.
the end, you.
Hard thing to accept, but if you can.
How can I take care of myself?
You are anxious, afraid of the environment that surrounds you. Your world is made of a constant stream of changes.
What is this? A world devoid of people?
Yes, a world of freedom where you're not tied down by anything. However, it is empty.
It's like they,
Well,
you got a budget? Like,
Yeah, bro. They're just figuring it out.
A world where you can do what you want.
The problem is you're filled with anxiety.
What should I do?
I'll impose a limit.
There! Now you have up and down. But now you've lost 1 degree of freedom.
The anxiety inside you has decreased. Then you try to walk.
bro, he's grounding himself, like, literally.
And if you really wanted to, you could change the position of this world.
Position of the world doesn't have to be a constant.
You can change as well. Your shape depends on what's inside your heart.
In the end,
Angel.
this is your world.
Okay.
I feel myself disappearing.
That's because you're the only thing here. If nothing exists besides you, then you will not be able to understand your shape. You learn your shape by looking and comparing to the shapes of others.
It's clear to me now that other people make up parts of my heart.
I like this. I think I get it.
Idiot Shinji!
God, that was like the most solid thing to be said in the last 40 minutes.
Yeah, this is really good.
You woke up, idiot Shinji.
It's really good.
It's just you, Asuka.
I go out of my own way every single morning to make sure you aren't running late for school. Can't you bother to show a bit more appreciation to your childhood friend?
If you could let me sleep a little.
Boy, don't go back there.
all right, you don't go back there. Nah.
It's like, I don't know. I was having a great dream, actually.
You pervert! I can't believe you!
It's not my fault. This always happens.
I know you didn't pull
Yeah, look, you
my
can-
blanket off of my bed and get mad at me
Yep.
in the morning.
Pick him up like this.
Certain things, you know.
Gen don't Honey, don't you think you should put the paper down and start getting
Is this motherfucker at home?
Yeah, this is it. This is all.
Are you ready to go?
Yes, I've been waiting for you.
Ray's washing dishes.
Yui.
Hang on.
This
Was
is
the
their
whole
apartment.
was
it
the
all
whole
a
thing
dream?
was the whole thing it was all a dream?
It better fucking not have been.
It was all a dream.
All right, we're leaving now. Bye, Mrs. Akari.
Get your nose out of that newspaper.
Yeah, I know, Yui.
Da-da-da.
This
What's happening?
It was all a dream. I think I get it. This is really good. I like this a lot.
I heard another student is transferring in.
Yeah, well, since they're making this city the new capital next year, I wouldn't be surprised.
What if she's cute?
This is not the Shinji we know. That one.
I'm really sorry, but it was nice running into you.
Who is she?
That the new girl.
Did you get a good look? You know, her panties?
I wouldn't say I got a good look at that.
What the fuck?
More of just a peek.
Look at this is like a regular shitty kid.
Was it all a dream? What's happening? What's happening?
You're on duty this week and you forgot the faces. Go change the water.
He's such a wimp.
Like you're any different.
What do you mean? You think I'm under a girl's thumb?
Just take a look in the mirror.
It's not about my looks. You're making fun of me when you say things like that
Man,
out loud.
what a peaceful day.
Jesus.
Misato, their teacher.
Oh, Miss Misato is here.
Bruh.
Girl, you going to school like that? You better what? These kids are gonna fall out the window.
Get a load of the idiot trio.
All right, boys, get ready. I have a new transfer student I'd like to introduce you to.
Wait, I am Nami. Nice to meet ya.
Nani?
Hold on a minute. Don't you slander Shinji like that. You forced him to see your crotch. you what?
Hey, thanks for the save though.
You two seeing each other or something? We're just childhood friends. Would you be quiet? Class.
I want to see how this turns out. It's way more fun than what I teach.
Bro, anime's taught me one thing. Japanese school is either the most respectful thing in the world or just off the fucking rails.
The world is, well, a possibility that's inside me. What I am now isn't everything I'll ever be. It's possible to have different versions of myself. That means it's possible there's a version of me that is not an EVA pilot.
God damn it, boy. Yes.
This real world isn't such a bad place.
But I still hate myself.
It's your heart that perceives reality as being harsh and full of suffering.
Okay, I'm lost again.
Vicky almost turned the corner.
There are as many truths as there are people.
But there's only one truth for you.
Yep, a guy's view of the world is pretty small. You're just standing on a molehill.
People can only gauge things around them with their own little yardstick.
Meter stick.
Be happy on a sunny day.
Be melancholy on a rainy day. You become stuck feeling that way because it's what others told you to feel.
But fun things can happen on a rainy day as well.
Damn right.
The truth embodied within a person is delicate and malleable, and it's why you'll be curious to find what other deeper truths await you.
You're simply not accustomed to receiving affection from other people.
You just assumed on your own that everybody thinks that way about you. Someone who hates themselves will project that hate and will then be unable to trust others.
Ooh. Damn.
A coward, a snake, and a weakling.
You can become kinder to yourself by learning.
Nah, bruh, you just need some anxiety medication.
But still, maybe I could change and like myself. Maybe it's really okay for me to be here after all. It's okay for me to be here in this world.
Shatter the illusion!
Hey, but what does that mean?
Listen, the guy that wrote this just had a breakthrough, okay? We're not going to question the story right now. We're just going to be happy for his progress.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, he took a detour for a few episodes to just like.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You are still alive.
Congratulations. Congrats, bro.
Congratulations.
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 Who are the three of y'all?
Right?
I know we all work there, but I don't really know y'all.
All right, I think I get it. I think.
But like, well, I know they said at the beginning that they can't like focus on everybody, so they're just gonna focus on Shinji. But like, Asuka was like really fucked up, and I really hope to find out.
Yeah, I think we will get more focus in the movies,
Yeah.
but ultimately this was Shinji's story.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
in terms of following the show, you know, as if we were wanting answers.
So we're talking about the in-show canon.
This is kind of like a lost ending, where it's like, you know, there was a story going on, but like the ending is kind of bigger than the story.
Yeah.
Obviously, the whole thing is like just a caution against suicide. Like, don't commit suicide. Replace Eva with career or your purpose in life. Like, why do you pilot the Eva? What makes you tick? What
you
fulfills
are
you?
the things that you like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in Shinji's mind, he's like, I exist to drive the Eva. It's like I exist to do accounting.
Like, I pilot the Eva because people praise me for it. So my interpretation is like some people are in career paths that maybe they're really good at and they get a lot of praise for it, but it's not something that they really want to do or are happy with, but they're so deep into it that they're like, what the fuck else am I going to do? So at that point, you have basically three choices: is to either take a risk and start something new, or find happiness with what you have, or if you're horrifically depressed. I think the freedom place was obviously post-suicide. It's like, this is freedom. You can do whatever you want here, only there's nothing here. Yeah. And you won't be able to know who you are. So, like, I think he just came to find out that, like, it's like, people are necessary. Because, like, I like what they said. Like, you can't know your shape unless you compare yourself to others. Yeah. So, in
the end, I like that he makes the choice to, like, I want to be here. I want to do this. I think it could also be read, I don't know if the word's metatextual, if I'm using that the right way, but this could be, like, how he came back from the goo. How he decided to reform himself, how he decided to have that rebirth, because I do think that Shinji, the person that he is, played a hand into that. And I also see it as like, what really happens is like that, who created this? Do we know his name? I forget. But the creators making this show, and the show does have layers, and it is about finding your identity. It is about being abused and depressed and not knowing who you are, and suicide. All that's in there. And he gets to the last 3 episodes, and while he's writing them, he kind of like gets just down the wormhole of like self-identity and like who you are as a person in comparison to the other people around you, and just runs with it. And then he's like, fuck, it's episode 26. And like, I don't know what to do, but this is how I'm going to end it.
I've had this experience, man.
Where you like start on a project, and next thing you know, you're like,
no, not the project, like, the fucking like the trip he went down. Like, who am I? Am I around like 2 people? It's if there were no movies, I think I'd still be fine with this. Although the only reason I feel like I like this ending is because we had the foresight help from the comments to be like, the ending is abstract and the person was super depressed at the time.
Yeah, if I didn't know that going into it,
I feel like I'd be like, what the fuck was that? Like,
I'd be like, anime's anime.
I think I still would have got it, but like, you know, even if the whole thing was a dream, like he woke up and like everything was happy again. So it's like, he had that ego death in his dream, and then like woke up with like he went to sleep feeling suicidal, and then woke up having a new lease on life.
The one thing I want to add before we get a bunch from Spidey and Marquez, because I don't want it to just be the two of us, but I did. There's been like, while I've had anxiety or been depressed, I've come up with great ideas for projects I want to work on, but they feel too self-referential to get into, and it's like I've thought of horror stories that I'm like, I could write that, and it's like, I'm too scared to write that. Like, I really don't want to. I don't want to follow this idea to its natural conclusion, because it seems like a dark fucking place. Like, I don't want to go there. And it feels like he was like, I'm just gonna go there and see how that plays out, and felt like he got to a really dark place on it. He came out in the end.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Did he though?
Okay.
Yeah.
Or Spidey?
Okay.
I guess I'm looking forward to the movie. Like, this was, I think, just like kind of I have to take these last 3 episodes outside of the story.
The story, yeah.
Because it really had nothing to do with it, besides like the new boy that was Adam.
Yeah.
Or whatever, or like the last angel.
If you say so. A long time ago.
I know. Outside of that, like nothing kind of connected to like the overall, like, the angels are attacking. What are we gonna do? And like, I know that this was like the whole second part of it, but like we didn't really focus on that too much until like the second half. and now we really just focus on that specifically. So it's like a tonal shift for me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That like I'm still kind of like trying to observe.
It doesn't work as an ending in terms of like completing.
No, it
the
does
story.
not.
The story's definitely halted. We have a ton of questions.
But a conclusion for the guy who writing it, it's a good ending for him.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like that's it. It's the watching it and knowing that the person that made it was going through something. I can see,
and they were running out of budget.
Yeah, a lot of this few
Just straight watercolors, words,
like nothing,
single shots, even them just doing the sketches. Like the creativity and how they've dealt with this budget issue has been continuing still to be great.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, I really liked it. I like the idea of, like, I mean, I've had these conversations with myself too, like, who am I, and like I read different books on philosophy and like just had a lot of these questions myself, but I think he has gone through a much darker path of just abuse. Like I don't know how much of this story was self-referential. I hope that not all of it, because that would be a lot for one person to
it said, thank you, Dad, and goodbye, Mom.
There was a conflicting lesson. Like, I was with them until we came back, and it was like, he's like, basically, it was like, this world sucks and your life really sucks, but if you can imagine a version of yourself living a better life in a different world, then that'll make this easier to bear. And you're like,
I like that too.
Okay.
Like getting regular Shinji, seeing him behave in a way that isn't a kid who's been a beaten dog, and he's just like, yeah, he's being a little bit of a pervert and shit, but I don't know, he's a fucking junior high kid.
And he's like,
and all
really
the girls,
right?
And all the girls are like, they're all upset, like tired of all the bullshit. Like, I like that. I like getting all of these characters for just even the fleetingness moment in a regular world that isn't being blown up every second by angels.
And I also think the anxiety of like maybe he wasn't. I'm at this point, I'm just seeing Shinji as like the creator of the show.
Yeah.
So like maybe he was struggling with his sexuality or something, or thought he couldn't be honest about it, because that was explored briefly.
Yeah,
so like that's got to have like a
because
the people who feel like they can't be honest about that is like a big part of your identity, and if you can't be honest about your identity, then you
can't be honest about who you are.
Yeah. So that's I feel like that's a portion of it.
It's
for sure.
It's deep.
All right. Still the shit. Still masterfully done.
I like
still emotional as fuck.
No, I liked it a lot.
It does help knowing in the beginning so that the rug isn't pulled out from under you.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're gonna get a reaction out of any of that.
Yeah, it's but
like it's like a ride. It feels like, I'm trying to think of the other times I felt this emotional on the couch where I'm just like confused and like wondering, but
the end of Cyberpunk.
Yeah, you know what?
Low-key Chooms.
Hey, listen, the Chooms enjoy this. The Chooms for the next one, we would like some anime that is just normal fun. I want candy.
Chris is gonna start 7 Deadly Sins.
We're gonna watch Beastars. Look, these last two, the first, like Cyberpunk was.
I'm excited for the movies.
This complex dinner with some flavors that you wouldn't have expected that left you kind of sad, but like fulfilled and wanting more at the end. This is like someone was like, hey, I'm gonna serve you fried slugs, and then by the end of it, you were in therapy and it had nothing to do with the slugs anymore.
There weren't even slugs in the first place.
Right? Yeah, you don't even know. You just like, so the next thing we watch, I want it to just be candy. I just want a little short. Can we just watch some short candy?
We should just watch Invader Zim for no reason.
Yeah,
not even anime. Just
rinse off my brain, please. Lord have mercy.
There's one quote from that show where it was like, I don't know, he was on a planet where it was like a survivor challenge. You remember?
Yeah.
With the character Throbbulator.
No.
There was a guy with just like a bulb on his head that like kept throbbing. His name was Throbbulator. And at the end, he uses him like a bat and it like explodes. And then I just remember this quote where he was like, Throbbulator, feel nothing anymore.
Well, that's how this show's made me feel. Nothing.
Yeah.
I feel empty, but also I have a new lease on life.
I'm literally going to go outside and touch grass.
Yeah, I gotta go be introspective somewhere. Yeah. I'm gonna be depressed today.
Just a little bit, but we're gonna recover. We will see you guys for the movies.
Bye.
Bye. The sooner we can watch the movies, the better, because I need to emotionally get over this.
That shit was a lot, bruh.
Hey, thanks for watching Neon Genesis Evangelion. If you like this episode, see more over on our Patreon right now. Big shout out to Joe Maggs, Moses, Josh Bowe, Matthew Taylor, Raga Gopal Krishna, and Clint Kiabu. Bye-bye.
Oh man, we're back in, dude.